Is back this morning, and we are in the garden. Joining us in the studio after taking a few weeks of not coming in, he's finally back. Don't mean to call you out here, but it's been a while.
Yeah,
glad to have you back
it's
in
good
here,
to be
Dabney.
back. I'll tell you, been on the road a lot. You know, a lot going on this time of year, and
yeah,
just haven't been able to get in. But glad to be back with you.
I don't blame you. I don't mean to give you a hard time.
That's all right.
Now, to show you my lack of horticultural knowledge, I asked you what kind of plant this was, and you said actually it's 4 plants.
Yes, it's multiple plants.
All right.
That's what we call a multiple plant container, and as you can see, it's this time of year it's perfect.
Yeah, it's great.
With fall here and the pumpkin, and this is ceramic container, but folks can do that with a live pumpkin if they can find it. You know, there's a little shortage on pumpkins this year because it had so much rain this fall.
Right.
So there are some out, but there's not an awful lot. But just cut the pumpkin in half, clean it out, and then plant right in the middle of it. It'll do well for a couple of months. And this is an assortment of fall colors. You got your pansies, flowering cabbage and kale. Coral bell is the gold. That's a heuchera. That's a perennial. But anyhow, I just thought I'd bring something along to show folks what they can be doing to get in the fall spirit.
I love it. Thanks for bringing it in.
Sure.
Hey, we got a lot of people wanting to chat with you this morning. Let's start with Carolyn in Chesapeake. Carolyn, good morning. What's your question for Dabney?
Good morning. How are you doing this morning?
Doing great.
Okay, I need to ask a question about mums.
Uh-huh.
When is the best time to plant them, and do they automatically come back every season?
Yes, mums are perennial. Good time to plant. This is time of year you really find them because they're budded up or blooming. Remember, though, most perennials do better coming back once they die down. Wait till the dead of winter to cut them back to the ground. A lot of folks will go in when the dead stems there, say in November, and cut them back, and they're not as winter hardy. So always wait till they totally die down and you get in the middle of winter before you cut them back, and you'll do fine with them. All
right, Carolyn, thank you. Let's head up to the Eastern Shore now. And Thomas, he's got a question for you, Dabney. Thomas, good morning. What's your question?
Good morning. Actually, I've got 2 questions if you've got time.
All right.
The first question is, I've got 2 peach trees, and they've got some kind of disease or bugs or something. They got black rings around the bottom at the ground, and there's a lot of sap forming all over the trees and just dripping around the edges of the drip area. I was wondering, is that a disease or is that insects in the tree?
I suspect you have insects. There are borers that attack peach trees, and they'll attack the roots or the trunk. And unfortunately, there's not a lot of product available because it's an edible plant, and you want the fruit. So consequently, you got to be careful what you treat. There is a product called borer minor spray by Bonide that can be used when they're active. Also, I've heard that if you'll sprinkle mothballs around on the ground under the drip line, a lot of times that'll repel the insects. How true that is, I'm not sure. But anyhow, the borer minor spray you can use, but you have to use it in season. That usually you treat in May or June. Follow directions, because anytime you're dealing with something edible, you got to be careful how you treat.
All right, Thomas, we can quickly take your second question. What is it?
My second question is, you've advertised spray on your vegetables to make them pollinate.
Advertise a spray,
yes.
spraying your vegetables to pollinate.
That.
Right. It's called Blossom Set. A number of companies put it out, and you spray directly on the bloom, and that helps to set fruit. And, of course, that's in season, which I guess will be next year.
All right, Dabney Morgan, always a pleasure.
Well,
thanks for being with us. You going to be with us next Saturday?
Next Saturday, I hope to be here, yes.
All right, we'll hope to see you then.
Hope everybody enjoys this fall weather.
Absolutely. It's great weather. Thanks, Dabney.
Sure.